Essentially, he's saying, if Canada doesn't conform to me and my values, why then Canada must be wrong or have been taken over by evil Harper forces.
Welcome back to Moose on the Loose. My name's David. In today's top stories, we've got Rex Murphy, who sadly passed away, a Canadian broadcaster and a non-woke broadcaster. We're going to do a bit of a tribute here to him as he absolutely rips Justin Trudeau. A departing gift for us here from Rex Murphy. We can play that for you guys. We've got multiple other clips, and we got some updates on some other situations going on in Canada. The cops have started cracking down on the protests, so things are looking up here. Let's jump into it.
When Jon Stewart, the bantam rooster of conventional wisdom, makes jokes about it, you know ClimateGate has reached critical mass. Said Stewart, poor Al Gore, global warming completely debunked, the very internet he invented. Stewart was half joking, but ClimateGate is no joke at all. The massive emails from the Climate Research Unit of East Anglia University, let loose by a hacker or a whistleblower, pulls back the curtain on a scene of pettiness, turf protection, manipulation, defiance of freedom of information, lost or destroyed data, and attempts to blacklist critics and skeptics of the global warming cause. Now, the CRU is not the only climate science advisory body, but it is one of the most influential and feeds directly into the UN panel on climate change. So let's hear no more talk of the science is settled, when it turns out some of the principal scientists behave as if they own the very question of global warming, when they seek to bar opposing research from peer-reviewed journals, to embargo journals they can't control, when they urge each other to delete damaging emails before freedom of information takes hold, when they talk of hiding the decline, when they actually speak of destroying the primary data, and when now we do learn that the primary data has been lost or destroyed. They've lost the raw data on which all the models, all the computer-generated forecasts, the graphs and projections are based. You wouldn't accept that at a grade 9 science fair. Now, CRU is not the universe of climate research, but it is the star. These emails demonstrate one thing beyond all else, that climate science and global warming advocacy have become so entwined, so meshed into a mutant creature, that separating alarmism from investigation, ideology from science, agenda from empirical study is well nigh impossible. ClimateGate is evidence that the science has gone to bed with advocacy, and both have had a very good time. That the neutrality, openness, and absolute disinterest that is the hallmark of all honest scientific endeavor has been abandoned to an atmosphere and a dynamic not superior to the partisan caterwauls of a sub-average question period.
So it's amazing. Zoltan here, who posted this, says he was a man ahead of his time. He was. Growing up, I remember every 5 years, every 10 years, there's always a new thing. It's the acid rain. It's this, it's that. There's always something else. And it never came true. It was, the majority of it seems to be just fear-mongering to make money. That's what this whole climate hoax has been for years and years and years and decades, basically. Next up, we got the final interview here with Pierre Poilievre before Rex passed. Another clip here where he just shows he was ahead of his time.
It's the intensity of his and his chief ministers to this idea that they are leaders in the global warming fight, whatever that is.
Well, they're definitely not leaders.
They can't be leaders.
They're back of the pack in terms of their
62
performance.
out of 65.
Exactly, 62. I actually was too generous. I said they were 58. In fact, they're 62nd, as you're right.
But the bigger point is this, that because that is the obsessional and dominant idea, that's the religion you have to believe in. I believe it was Freeland who said that the economy is the environment and the environment is the economy, which is pure lunacy. How many things have we lost because that absorbed all of the attention? Secondly, it led to, I'm calling it, it led to the denigration and dismissal as almost a second-rate confederation to the provinces of Saskatchewan and Alberta. What other national government has gutted one of the main economic performers of the entire country to appease, I think, a fake international agenda?
What the Prime Minister has done is, first of all, he's achieved nothing on the environment. Nothing. His emissions continue to go up. And he's missed all of his target but one, and that was the year we were locked down for COVID. and he's on track to miss his targets for the year 2030. And not only has he attacked the Alberta-Saskatchewan economy, he's attacked your home province's economy, Newfoundland and Labrador. He's basically trying to shut down the energy sector there.
So that's where the interview there ends. But yeah, I mean, ahead of his time. Going along with that, I had this article sent to me here by Susan. Thanks for sending that over. It basically shows here that, first off, you can see this article here is titled, Foreign-Owned Oil Companies in Canada Hold Key to Climate Change. And if we scroll down here, ExxonMobil maintains majority ownership 70% in Imperial Oil, while China's Hutchinson Wampao owns 40% of Husky Energy. Together, financial giants like Capital Group, Fidelity, and BlackRock hold over 25% of Canada's largest oil sands producers. Where's Canada in here? Where's Canada is not the one making the money off of the oil in Canada? So it's just something to think about, because you know, Trudeau admires the basic Chinese dictatorship. I don't know. When you start putting stuff together here, there's a large ownership there. It would be a lot better for China's economy if Canada wasn't doing as well and they could take up that extra slack, make more money. Maybe there's a deal there with Xi Jinping. There has been money flowing from China to Trudeau. I don't know. There just seems to be a lot of weird and fishy connections between Trudeau and China. China is not the kind of country that would want to head on go after a country. They would go in the back doors. They would do the other strategy. They're not going to go in full force in the front door. If you look at not only the oil companies, but the logging mills, the huge buildings downtown Vancouver, they're all being bought up by China. Tons of our land is being bought by China. We should have a full-on ban that anyone from China cannot buy land, businesses, anything in Canada. We can't go over there and buy stuff. Why can they buy stuff here? It's ridiculous. There should be a reciprocating real estate law globally. In Thailand, we can go buy condos as long as the building has a majority ownership of Thai people. So why don't we just operate the same rules for Thai people here? Moving on, we got another clip here from Rex Murphy. This one's with Jordan Peterson.
The people of the world who have had experience, the Eastern Europeans who had to live under the dark umbrella of communism, those who have escaped tyrannical regimes, that lady you had on from South Korea, when they come over here now and they see what we're doing with our freedoms, which is essentially turning them upside down and mocking them, and under the name of political correctness or wokeism, insisting, pushing, propagandizing, evangelizing these toxically stupid ideas and perverting the education system in their back. Putin and the warriors of the world, as Edward Luttwak calls them, they're laughing their heads off because they know this is a form of almost collective dementia.
The man was in the hot seat for years. He saw all the data. He saw this coming with Trudeau, and that's what we got coming up here. But first, let's just take a look here. So Rex Murphy was a CBC anchor, a host for many years. 1968, Murphy went to Oxford University along with Bill Clinton. He established himself as a quick-witted and accomplished writer, broadcaster, teacher. Then he went on to become the longtime host of CBC's radio cross-country checkup. So if we look at this video by Rex Murphy, why, what are you doing, CBC? Why is that not there anymore? Was he saying stuff you didn't like? I don't even want to get, maybe it's just an old link. Maybe they redirected, but it's ironic. It doesn't take much clicking to find some wokeism though on the CBC website. If you just go down here and click on this link, so you get this, Justin Trudeau with the Superman. Oh, this is just gross. And this here, climate crusader, come on. These people are money crusaders. That's all they are. They just use climate to just make money. That's all it is. Now, don't get me wrong. There are some people doing real good things for the environment. Like this, the ocean cleanup, where they set up these things and they collect all the trash. These guys are doing a great job for the environment. Yeah, there's a good shot of it. The big thing in the ocean, and then basically just collects the trash. It pushes it into this one little zone, and then they can put it into a big ship. There we go. They've taken out thousands and thousands of pounds of trash. This is what people can get on board with. Planting more trees, all these things, like planting trees, for example. Justin Trudeau committed to that and has planted a big goose egg. Moving on to the next clip here. Rex Murphy absolutely destroys Justin Trudeau. This is just a real blessing, this clip here. As the caption says here, classic Rex Murphy, intellectual wit, second to none. He had Justin Trudeau's number right from the start. This nation is poor without him. R.I.P. Rex.
There's a deep sense of special privilege and self-righteous fantasy playing through these remarks. Essentially, he's saying, if Canada doesn't conform to me, and my values, why then Canada must be wrong or have been taken over by evil Harper forces. It really is difficult to believe the son of Pierre Trudeau, who saw separatism as an absolute anathema, who fought it with every nerve and despised it, that the son could find himself, even in a rhetorical feint, offering separatism as solace or escape. In feeble extenuation, he suggested he has to say things in a bizarre, strange, or provocative manner to get people to pay attention. Please, Justin Trudeau twirling his pirate's mustache gets more attention than Johnny Depp twirling his. Brad Pitt eloping with Kate Middleton might knock him off the front page, but only if Paris Hilton was giving the bride away. This country's celebrity politician has the people's attention whenever he wants it. Two things. Canada is not Stephen Harper's Tamal. Canada is bigger, stronger, and deeper than Stephen Harper. And here's a shock. It's bigger and stronger than Justin Trudeau as well. Bigger than all the politicians. Secondly, and perhaps more to the point for the camera-caressing Justin, Canada is not your mirror. It's not meant to match the face looking into it. If, as you say you do, you look at Canada and you do not see yourself in the values reflected there, then maybe the fault is not the mirror, but in the hand that's holding it. It is pure hubris to believe your values are the litmus of everyone else's nationhood. Finally, no one's accusing Justin Trudeau in his first or third person of being a separatist, except, well, carelessly, Justin Trudeau himself.
This guy knew right from the start who Trudeau was. The whole thing with the mirror just says it. Like, just look in the mirror, Justin. Not looking at Harper, not looking down the street, not looking over there, blaming anyone but himself. It's right in the mirror. I've got tears in my eyes at this news. He was one of the best Canada had. R.I.P. Rex. You served your country well. For those of you wondering, he had cancer and he was 77. Agreed, this man was a gift and had. I'm sorry he's gone, but never forgotten. So moving on here, we've gotten an update. The carbon tax protests still going on 40 days in. People are still out there and people are going to join. This is an update here from just outside Calgary.
So I am here on Highway 1, right outside of Cochrane, and also Highway 22. As you can see behind me, the protest is still going on and going on very strong. Some people are on day 40, others are on day 38. I have been here for a few hours now. The honking is amazing, especially when the heavy traffic is going. I will show you guys videos. Then you have the unhinged left, or the Liberals, who have thrown garbage and cans at the peaceful protesters who are just standing on the side of the highway, basically waving Canadian flags and really kind of getting people amped up.
Just imagine that. The supporters of the climate are the ones throwing garbage out the window of their cars. You just can't make this stuff up, man. It's like wacky left liberals, just complete losers.
And then my favorite sign, which says Trudeau sucks, and he does. So
next up, we got a clip here from Daisy Media. Wacko PM Justin Trudeau gets an earful as he leaves the PMO.
Trudeau, you're a wacko! Wacko! The policies are wacko too! Wacko!
Well, let's watch that again from a lower angle.
Trudeau, you're a wacko! Wacko! Policies are wacko too! Wacko!
Dude, let's look at that face. Wait, just to see before he goes in. Look at him. He looks and he's like, he just, look at this face. It's just, and then it just changes. Look at this. This guy's fake cheesy cheese bucket smile grows. Slimy grease ball. Get in the car. Next up here at the University of Toronto, we have people coming up and singing the Canadian national anthem against the Palestine chants. This is getting wild. I bet half these people don't even know the song that's being sung over there. They're like, what's this "O Canada" song they're singing? It's nice to hear the Canadian national anthem there for once. Just once. I don't know if it's just me, but I got the sense that Palestinians seemed somewhat rattled, somewhat shook. Good for these guys. As the woman at the end states, this is Canada. Some appear to be confused about this. Yeah, what country am I in? These protests really just have become a battle of egos and a sick display of first world privilege on all sides. Yeah, basically. Next up, we got another video, basically the same sort of situation going on.
Oh, Canada, we stand on God for thee.
One thing I've been wondering about is anyone who's got a kid who's been going to one of these universities, this has to be affecting their studies and, you know, like expensive. And just somebody made the comment here, time for the parents of kids who have paid thousands of dollars to these places to launch lawsuits. I've wondered about that. At what point does the university get sued for this, for not taking action? Next up, we got a video here. Because of the population decline in Japan, houses are very cheap. Just take a guess here. You're going to be shocked.
This is a 2-story, 4 LDK house with 119 square meters of living space and a whopping 987 square meters of land. This house was built in 1986 and has been abandoned for a few years. But when you walk inside, you'll see that the condition of this house is surprisingly good. Look at this tatami room on the first floor. This is gorgeous. The dining, living room, and the kitchen could benefit from an update, but it's really not that bad. The bathroom is outdated, but it's kept clean. The toilet looks fairly new. I like how they put a toilet sign on the door. The second floor has 3 rooms, 2 decent sized Western style bedrooms, and another beautiful tatami room. The asking price is 8.9 million yen or $58,000.
So that's about $80,000 Canadian. And you get the toilet sign on the door. This is... Yeah. Got another clip here is absolute cringe. As this says here, Justin Trudeau is the king or queen of cringe.
Because maternal love is the love that's going to change the future of mankind. So we'd like you to...
we like to say people kind, not necessarily mankind, because it's more inclusive.
There we go, exactly. Yes, thank you.
We can all learn from each other.
We can all learn from each other. Oh my God, this guy. Captain Narcissist here. Who's your daddy? Look at this. They had to pick that head for jag meat. Just below it here, 10 bags. The most powerful pick I've ever seen. If the people stand, the game is over. Yeah, that's... wow. Look at all these useless rulers. Let me know what you guys think about Rex Murphy's comments there. He was ahead of his time. He knew it. He knew Justin Trudeau was evil. He told us all before he did everything. Today we lost a legend, a man who fought against the woke garbage that is dominating our news today. I'm glad we're all left with that clip of Rex absolutely destroying Justin Trudeau. I'm sure Justin Trudeau does not like that that's getting circulated around now. Knowing that narcissist, it probably really bothers him. Thanks for watching the end of the video here. Boo and I greatly appreciate all of you. Be sure to subscribe and ring that notification bell. If you want to check out some merch, that's linked up down below. We'll keep fighting for freedom, and I'll see you guys in the next one.